card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a...
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Barker got his man complete over the middle. It's Burgess. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
We had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what was fun to me was to hear him say, I like what we did, but we need more pressure on the quarterback this week. What he wouldn't tell us, though, was how he was going to create it. Is it going to be just the front 4? Is it going to be 3? Is he going to bring linebacker, secondary? This will be fun to check out.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. Second catch in this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On first down, Jefferson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ready.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. It's 1st and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Toward the pylon, caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
60 outlaw.
Looking to throw. Barker to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
50, please.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Clear. Now.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
90 Wolf.
To throw on third down. Winslow going long here for Wallace. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Spins past him. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Go now. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Get it.
On first down, Jefferson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down now, Jefferson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Barker. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Ready?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, we got 4 down. Set, ready? 18 Gator. But, gotta get the point. Get on the point right here. Watch for you. Ready?
Back to throw. Winslow. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side complete. That's Burgess. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off the bootleg. Barker. Over the middle, complete. It's Burgess. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barker. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Barker. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Back to throw. Barker. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested, Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check three, check three, check three.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Off play action. Winslow. He completes it to Stewart. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Get it.
Off the play fake. Winslow. That's taken in by Stewart. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards for the touchdown. As they are now on the board here in the first half. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
The previous play is under review.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Winslow. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barker. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Barker. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
60 outlaw. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let's go.
On 3rd and 2, Barker got his man complete over the middle. That's Burgess. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Throwing on first down. Barker. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down, Barker. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Barker. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Operating from the gun, Barker. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Barker. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
To try here for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. A 10-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before break. Winslow. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New York Giants. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
Come on, set. 18 Gators. Here we go. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Right back to him on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Go now. 60 outlaw. 59. Mike to 59. Here we go. Snap.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Back to throw. Winslow. It's caught. It's Stewart. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer. Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Jefferson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking to throw. Barker firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the gun on 3rd down. Barker. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Ready? 18, Gator. 3 bucks. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? From the gun, Barker. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too clear.
He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On the double. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Pick me up. Here we go. Get it. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. 59 mark. Check. 59.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Winslow This will be caught just inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. This is caught. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Looking to throw. Winslow. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, fourth quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out? Just what you said.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Back to throw. Barker. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
This offense so far on third down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Barker. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Room here to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Barker. Over the middle, complete. It's Burgess. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. On first down, Jefferson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Barker. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Winslow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Stewart.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Ready! 70, Indy. Defense. Left guard defense. Be careful.
On 3rd down, Jefferson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
And 2 stop.
A gain of 7. First down.
5.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell, but they've got to find a way